Top story.
TV에서 로보캅이 웬델을 잡았다는 소식이 보도됩니다.
Despite his glitches, RoboCop was able to capture Antonowski. The malfunction has again been caught on camera by our own Samantha Ortiz. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding its status as a machine. Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, RoboCop has done more for this city than the current administration has done in its entire term. That's why I feel that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant RoboCop the status of a free, living human being. That's right. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
그리고 올드맨의 몸 상태가 좋지 않다는 소식도 함께 보도됩니다.
Suffered a heart attack earlier today. The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Wendell's in prison and the old man is on his way out? Could this day be any better?
Geez, Steph, don't you have any respect?
Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo! You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
웬델을 잡았음에도 불길한 느낌이 사라지질 않습니다.
Congratulations on catching Wendell. You seem to constantly be front-page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
Someone is fighting for my rights.
That's probably the healthiest way of looking at it. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors. Being given human rights would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually want?
Yes, I deserve it.
And why is that?
I am human.
The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue, but no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might have seen some of your glitching on TV, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell. The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
My partner is important. I needed to do right by her.
I know how close she is to you. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds, or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
Corrupted visions of my past.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
블랑시 박사와의 상담을 끝내고 로보캅은 유치장의 피클스와 대화를 나눕니다.
What did you do this time?
Why does it have to be that I did something? Maybe one of your guys just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No, but none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Shit. I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
그 후 리드 경사와 만난 로보캅.
But we still have one unresolved issue.
둘은 웬델의 배우가 누구인지 추리해보기로 합니다.
And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again. We don't want that. So who do you think it is? Becker is an obvious choice. I just don't know if that's not too obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on Wendell's payroll?
All signs point to him.
They do, don't they? And that leads me to another thing. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
A rather unusual request.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about him? Can you trust him?
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after you. I'm skeptical of anyone that OCP tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington, and let's not forget about Dr. Blanche. Speaking of which, Dr. Blanche, is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
She is an enormous help. She listens.
Good. That's good to hear. Sometimes that's all it takes.
처음부터 수상했던 베커가 배우라 추정한 로보캅은 그가 말한 약속을 지키기 위해 경찰서를 나섭니다.
Officer Washington!
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
I'm ready and willing.
그를 만나기 전에 의식을 되찾은 파트너 루이스의 병문안을 가는 로보캅.
She's waiting for you, Murphy.
Come on, give me the skinny. I want to know everything. Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early. I hope you don't mind. Sorry, partner. It's my fault. I just gotta hear what's happening at the precinct.
In usual fashion, OCP's doing everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to celebrate. Lewis is feeling better, Wendell's in jail. Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Lewis.
You look well.
I gotta admit, I sleep better knowing that you got that bastard. But what about you? How have you been lately? Did you get any more of those visions?
I still see things.
You know, ever since Antonowski showed up, they seem to be happening more often, and with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state. I just know how it affects me, so I can't imagine how it affects you. The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than done. His presence reminds me of the day that I left you.
로보캅이 다쳤던 과거의 일에 죄책감을 느끼는 루이스.
Things would have gone down differently.
로보캅은 그녀를 위로합니다.
People responsible have paid for it.
I know. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers, then why did he come out now? After all this time? And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right. Is it true that he's working with someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn Becker. We should just lock him up already.
I would like that.
Maybe there's someone who'd be willing to help us? I don't know if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack. I'm not even sure if he's in a state to talk, but it probably wouldn't hurt to check if he knows anything, right? Anyway, I think I need a little rest after all this excitement. Thank you for visiting me. We'll be back to working together in no
베커와
time.
올드맨에 관련된 이야기를 나눈 후 올드맨을 만나러 VIP실로 향합니다.
Talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. You can go in.
I served this town with every drop of my sweat.
I always try to improve people's lives. I was good to them. Just like you told me, Mother. We did not see Delta City rise. But don't you worry. I promise it will happen. Mother, why aren't you saying anything?
치매가 온 것인지 다소 이해할 수 없는 이야기를 늘어놓는 올드맨.
Shines so bright.
Someone in OCP was supporting Wendell's operations. I want to know who.
RoboCop? Oh God. I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty.
로보캅에게 두 번째 기회를 얻은 것에 대해 묻습니다.
Tell me, how was it? Was it unbearable?
Fragments of my past life flashed before my eyes, and they keep flashing. Perhaps I am still dead.
You can't be, regardless of what the papers say. I believe that death isn't the end. You are walking proof of that. Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to do. Those saboteurs inside OCP won't let me.
Are you referring to Max Becker?
이어서 그는 베커가 로보캅과 OCP를 가지려 한다고 경고합니다.
Be wary of him. I know you would never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP. Before you go, could you be so kind and give me some painkillers?
I am not qualified to administer medication.
Please, anyone help me? Guard! I need my painkillers. How much longer do I have to stand this?
Not much longer. The helicopter is on its way, sir. I'll give you your painkillers in the meantime, sir.
병원을 나가려는 로보캅을
This man is
막아서는
preventing me
쿠자크
from
시장.
exposing OCP's hypocrisy. The way this hospital treats its patients is the best depiction of what OCP wants to do with this city. A brave policewoman shot in the line of duty is crammed into a small room while the old man has a cozy VIP wing of the hospital all to himself. This is what Delta City stands for. Even bigger division.
But the time you had your tonsils removed, you were staying in the VIP wing too.
We're not talking about me. We need to talk about the people. RoboCop, please stop this madness. Make a statement. That policewoman is your partner, isn't she? So tell us, doesn't she deserve better?
Lewis should be treated under better conditions.
Hey, cameraman, you got that?
그를
Even an OCP
지지해주자
robot sees the
강력하게
hypocrisy.
자신의 의견을
Listen to him.
표명합니다.
Don't let OCP take away our city. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Did Mr. Becker's intentions become clear? Maybe he wants to thank you for catching Wendell.
I only seek answers.
You came, so you can follow a command. Surprising.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
Defiant as usual. Your creators screwed up the job by not installing an off switch.
Well, it doesn't pay to fix their mistakes.
벨커가 있는 곳에 도착하자 수많은 공격용 로봇 UED들이 로보캅을 반갑게 맞이합니다.
Power like yours, but at the push of a button.
That is why it is not only more effective than you, but infinitely more obedient. That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell, this product speaks for itself.
끊임없이 몰려오는 UED들을 침착하게 해치우는 로보캅.
This is no appreciation party.
Gunshots? What's going on?
Becker has introduced me to his new robots.
UEDs? They're already functional? Mr. Becker bragged about them during my onboarding. I'll try to find something that can help. Just give me a sec.
Don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
RoboCop, I got something. A headless UED will start shooting other droids. It's a bug that ended a presentation in front of the OCP board. I'm looking at the footage now.
Let us see if they ever got around to fixing it.
Warm-up is over. Get ready for the real strike. I knew the guy that made you. Bob Morton, right? An arrogant brown-noser. I used to be happy that he was dead. One less asshole on my way to the chairman's seat, you know? Now... Suppressing hostile activity. See your end. It's impossible for you to win. I've seen the simulations.
RoboCop, I've got some more on the UED project. The old man didn't like it much and wanted to shut it down. He was certain that your brain was what was making you superior to them, so Becker continued to work on the project in secret.
He took a big gamble.
Hey, who are you talking to? Is that Oedipus guy helping you? Well, once I'm done with you, his career is over. You are durable, I'll give you that. You could become a strong part of my urban enforcement unit. But your redundant parts have too much impact on your behavior.
자신의 포부를 드러내는 베커의 말은 무시한 채 UED들을 모조리 박살냅니다.
He's telling you how to outplay my UEDs, isn't he?
Becker knows you are helping me.
He gave me access to the OCP data himself. Under these circumstances, I feel obliged to use them any way I see fit.
Until now, I didn't want to damage you too much, but no more. Do you think OCP will keep you running indefinitely? You cost too much and object too often. You and the police are unprofitable. That's why I made the urban enforcement droids. I'm gonna replace all of you with them. Appreciate being among the first to know. You know what? I'll turn you off anyway. You can resist, but it doesn't change anything. I won't let something like you kill my project.
드디어 모두 제거한 로보캅은 베커가 있는 곳에 도착하는데
What the hell just happened?
Becker!
Oh, just stop right there.
뜻밖의 인물이 그와 함께 로보캅을 맞이합니다.
And Mr. Becker, it was an excellent presentation. You promised to show me a reliable remedy for this crime wave. And you really did.
Yes, I've been working on UEDs for the past 5 years.
I meant RoboCop. He's proved once again that he's still the top player.
Excuse me?
베커는 로보캅도 그를 두둔하는 존 윌스의 시작부터도 상당히 마음에 안 드는 모양입니다.
I have Wendell's confession.
Oh, do you mean the guy that's been harvesting human organs? Very reliable source. You keep forgetting that your organic components are the bane of my entire existence. They complicate things. I need a simple tool. A tool that I can control. And until this remote is in my hands, I have that... Oh!
Well, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for your presentation. I'll be watching the progress of your project. But until then, keep up the excellent work,
존은
RoboCop.
서둘러 자리를 떠났고 임무를 완수한 로보캅은 경찰서로 복귀합니다. 아직도 포기하지 않은 베커는 모든 경찰들에게 일방적인 해고를 통지합니다.
Detroit will become the first city policed entirely by my machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about? Murphy's one of us.
You're a little confused. That's RoboCop you're talking about. Murphy's the guy who's legally dead.
That's it. We are going on strike.
We are cops. Cops do not go on strike.
That's the spirit, old-timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million-dollar contracts to sign. You know, the usual.
Well, that sucks. We can't just sit here and do nothing.
You can do something. Your cruiser needs cleaning after your last shift. If you have a hard time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too.
고지식한 리드 경사를
briefing room,
따라가는
now.
로보캅.
First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowski. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Yeah, but he's still a prick.
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
We start by asking the source.
아직 웬델의 배우를 찾지 못했기에 감옥에 있는 그를 찾아가 직접 물어보기로 합니다.
You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on him, I will squeeze more than just a confession. Are you here to attempt to humiliate me again?
That depends entirely on you. I've been sent here to conduct an interview with you.
경찰서를 떠나기 전 사만다와 인터뷰를 하게 됩니다.
No, thank you.
Roll the tape. I'm here at Metro West conducting an interview with a machine that needs no introduction. RoboCop. One of the more contentious points brought up during the election is the construction of Delta City. Many believe that Delta City will destroy old Detroit. Mayor Cusack spoke at length about the illegal evictions that OCP has been planning in order to start the construction. Other candidates, namely John Mills, believe that Delta City is a chance to clean up the city. What are your thoughts on this subject? Is Delta City the future of old Detroit?
Delta City will be Detroit's downfall.
So you agree with Mayor Cusack that Delta City will bring more harm to the city? Thank you for clarifying your stance on this important topic. This has been RoboCop for Channel 9. Samantha Ortez, signing off. We've got what we needed. Talk to you later, Robo.
간단한 인터뷰를 끝내고 서둘러 감옥으로 향합니다.
Good to see you in my prison, Robo. Did the inmates at the entrance welcome you properly?
I felt at home, almost.
I'm glad you're here. I want to ask you about the man you're here to see. The only thing I know is that he's no ordinary prisoner. OCP are keeping his record secret. So who is he?
Just another slime that tried to run the city.
I'm afraid he's something more than that. He's a demanding individual. There used to be peace in my prison, but now they're rabid dogs. He turned all the gangs against each other.
교도소장과의 대화를 통해 웬델이 OCP와 모종의 관계가 있음을 알게 됩니다.
I suspect OCP knows more than they are telling. I'm here to verify that.
Ah, good. Come see me after your interview. I have a humble gift for you and your police friends for keeping my business alive.
주황색 옷이 잘 어울리는 그와 맞이한 로보캅.
OCP funds you, but Becker is not your inside man. Who is?
You're not going to ask me how I'm settling in.
Answer me.
Places like this do me good. I even quit smoking, you know. The trick is to keep your hands busy.
Fraternization with criminals is not embedded into my programming.
No, you're selling yourself short, Alex Murphy. You didn't expect to hear that name from me, did you? I used to think that erasing the memories of your past life would help you the way it helped me. Oh, but I was wrong. And I want to make it up to you by giving you that life back.
I am here to enforce the law, not to play your games.
But mind a game of baseball with your son again. The new OCP project is what will make this possible for you.
Is that why you needed all those dead bodies?
I could tell you more if you promise not to stick your nose in.
I want details of the project and the names of those involved.
Seems our time is up. But I wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed, so let me at least give you this. The project's called Afterlife. Tread carefully. It's the last chance for you and your family to be together again.
차분하게 이야기를 나누던 중 경보음이 울리기 시작합니다.
We have to take the prisoner back to his cell. Looks like a full-blown riot is going down.
Whatever is going on, this slime is involved.
Could be, but now we have to focus on the other prisoners. They're armed and storming the warden's office.
죄수들이
We need your
폭동을
help.
일으키고 있다는 말에
Robo?
교도관들을 도와 죄수들을 잠재우러 현장으로 향합니다.
RoboCop, I owe you.
We have to stop these creeps from taking over the prison.
You bet we do.
Wendell has to be behind this. I need to find him.
I knew he was up to something. His cell is in Block B. And RoboCop, give him my regards.
I will give him much more than that.
인질로 잡혀있던 교도소장도 구한 후 이 폭동의 주도자인 웬델을 찾아갑니다.
I promised you that one day I'd blow the
Hornet 1 checking in. We're approaching the client. Affirmative. RoboCop is still at the facility. There's no threat.
하지만 그는 이미 탈옥한 상태였고
Robo, I'm just getting a signal that the hostiles were spotted moving towards the property store. Wendell included.
I will meet them there.
그가 데려온 용병들을 해치우며 뒤따라가기로 합니다. 전기 고문당할 뻔한 교도관도 놓치지 않고 구하는 로보캅.
Oh, thank God you're here. Oh, I don't know how to thank you. Oh, Martha needs me, you know. Oh, it's such a great car. But they'd probably scrap it if I died here. You saved us both. Thank you.
Last week I finished organizing the stuff down here with a brand new system. And today, those fuckers showed up and messed everything up.
Where did they go?
주차장으로 도망갔다는 정보를 얻은 로보캅은 그를 놓치기 전에 서둘러 움직입니다. 웬디를 찾아냈지만 또다시 원인 모를 오류 때문에 눈앞의 그를 붙잡지 못합니다.
If you want to get your past life back. How about we save part of that life right now? I sent some guns to the hospital to rectify my mistake and finish the job with your friend Lewis. But it was before we talked. I would have called off the hit, but I had to take care of you and your fellow guards. So, I guess it's over to you. And You better hurry.
루이스의 숨통을 끊어내려 용병을 보냈다는 그의 말에 다급하게 병원으로 향합니다. 이미 병원 안의 모든 사람들이 끔찍하게 죽어있는 모습을 보게 된 로보캅. 루이스의 병실에 다다르자 총소리가 들려 조심스럽게 병실 안으로 들어가자 총을 든 루이스가 로보캅을 맞이합니다.
I'm all right, Murphy. I'm all right.
둘이 함께 경찰서로 복귀하자
thank God you're
모두가
safe.
We
환영합니다.
missed you, officer. How are you feeling?
A little banged up, but I've certainly been worse.
That Wendell guy needs to pay for what he did.
And he will.
But when? How many more innocent people have to get shot before that happens?
OCP doesn't have our back. We know that Wendell's working for him.
You know what we should do?
Don't even say it!
We should go on strike.
Yeah!
Sergeant, how can we go out on the streets knowing that the people who
로보캅과
hire us are
루이스에게 한
working
모든
against
행동들
us?
때문에 파업하자 제안하지만
We will
리드
discuss this
경사의 말
further. But
한마디로
first, Murphy,
무산됩니다.
it's time for your evaluation.
That's it from me.
Where is Dr. Blanche? I am supposed to undergo an evaluation.
Oh, right. She called. Said that she wouldn't be able to make it today. Actually, she wanted you to call her. She seemed distressed.
힘들어서 출근하지 못한 블랑시 박사에게 전화를 거는 로보캅.
Thank you for returning my call. I don't know what to do. Who to trust.
What seems to be the problem?
그와 상담한 자료를 훔치려고 박사의 컴퓨터를 해킹했다는 소식을 듣게 됩니다.
If someone felt comfortable stealing my computer, they may come after me once they realize that most of my records are on paper.
하지만 모두 수기로 작성했기에 자료는 무사하다는 것도 알게 됩니다.
I don't trust OCP. I keep most of my records with me in my notebook. I don't know who to turn to, except you.
Where are you now?
Home.
You are not safe there. Meet me at the Star Motel.
Yes, I know the place. I'll meet you there. Thank you.
모두에게 자신이 파악한 정보를 공유하러 동료와 합류한
I will
로보캅.
show you somewhere private.
I think I've got the place.
The new OCP project is what will make this possible for you. But I wouldn't want to leave you empty-handed, so let me at least give you this. The project's called Afterlife.
웬델이 OCP의 사후 프로젝트를 진행시키려 한다는 걸 안 모두는 배우가 베커가 아닌 다른 사람이라고
Sorry to
추정합니다.
disappoint you all, you ungrateful fucks. You didn't think I'd find you here, did you? Since I'm already here, entertain me. If I'm no longer your suspect, then who is?
루이스가 직감적으로 올드맨을 의심하자 베커가 그녀의 말을 못마땅해 합니다.
You've got some balls to even mention something like that. Nevertheless, good luck. Even if it's true, he's untouchable. Unlike you, I've got some work to do. Final preparations before the expo. So wish me luck.
Good luck.
Becker's right. We can't just go on accusing people without proof. What else is there?
Seems that Wendell found himself another gang to work for him.
What do we know about them?
Guns for hire. He's paying a lot for their
그리고
services.
웬델이 해킹을 잘하는 용병을 구했다는 정보를 통해 블랑시 박사의 컴퓨터 해킹이 이와 관련이 있음을 알게 됩니다.
Murphy, I want you to pursue this.
I will pay Dr. Blanche a visit.
All right, everyone dismissed.
Can't wait to go back out there, partner.
You're not going anywhere.
But Sarge!
I need you here. That's the end of the discussion.
You called?
I did, Frankenstein. I hate to sound like a broken record, but the election is days away. The future of this city is at risk. That's why I wanted to be blunt with you. I want your support. Just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Is it money? Do you want me to pay you?
I will remind you, Mr. Mayor, that bribing voters is illegal.
But if that's what it takes, you know as well as I that we can't have OCP rule this city. I may have overheard that there are some serious accusations pointed at the old man himself. What more do you need to know to support me?
I will think about it.
경찰서를 떠나기 전 쿠자크 시장과 만나 그를 지지하기로
The election
약속을
is in
합니다.
2 days.
Are you on your way to see Dr. Blanche?
Yes. Let us hope I will not be slowed down by another cheering crowd.
So, the preparations for the election are in full swing, huh?
Fortunately, I am just by the hotel.
Good. Keep me posted.
블랑시 박사와 만나기 위해 호텔을 방문한 로보캅.
With all those colorful flags and balloons, any other cat would be in seventh heaven. Maybe you're more like me, and you get a headache just thinking about politics. You're way too early. The bachelorette party starts at 8.
I am here to meet with Olivia Blanche. What room is she in?
This is a by-the-hour hotel. People don't usually give names.
Dr. Blanche is in her 50s, bright long hair, possibly tied into a ponytail.
I gotcha. It's that classy lady. She's staying in room 405.
Thank you, citizen.
So, you aren't the real RoboCop? Listen, if your mature lady won't be able to satisfy you, I'm sure I'll find someone younger that would be happy to help.
헛소리를 늘어놓는 접수원을 뒤로 한 채 블랑시 박사와 재회합니다.
It's you. Thank you for coming over. Do you really think I'm in danger?
Not as long as I am here. Tell me what happened again.
다행히도 로보캅 관련 자료는 그녀가 갖고 있지만 업무용 노트북을 훔쳐갔다고 합니다.
Your evaluation especially.
Does anyone else know about your research?
OCP requested confidentiality, so they're the only ones who know about it. You don't think the old man has anything to do with it, do you?
Did you notice anyone suspicious at the crime scene?
No. But after a recent hacking attempt, Engineer Morgan fitted my work computer with a tracking device. You could download its last coordinates from my private computer. It's right there on the desk. Maybe this will help you find the culprit.
I will find them, and they will pay.
Actually, even if those thieves were after my research, they'd be disappointed. I keep most of my notes on paper, including my conclusion. I know the whole process wasn't easy for either of us, but I'm sure you felt there was progress. How do you feel about doing the final session now?
I am afraid that duty calls.
Of course. You need to follow your protocol. Use my
개인용
computer to
노트북에
download the
심어둔 위치
coordinates of the
추적
tracking
장치를
device.
역이용해서 범인을 색출해내기로 합니다.
I have the coordinates.
Hello, Dr. Blanche. I got a special delivery for you.
But I haven't ordered anything.
I only need your signature.
좌표를 확인한 그 순간 예고도 없이 용병이 방에 들이닥칩니다.
Oh God, were they here to kill me?
We need to move. Lewis, there was an attempt on Dr. Blanche's life.
Is she okay?
Yes, but she will need an escort.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
We need to move.
Is this really about the research?
I will figure that out.
Oh my God, it's you! I'm so glad to see you. The sprinklers aren't working.
The fire's dying out.
Here's someone's footsteps upstairs.
I will make a way. follow me.
Oh, wow. I've seen messes here before, but not quite like this.
We've made it. Oh, thank God. But what should we do now?
My partner is going to take you to someplace safe. I will find the guilty party using your computer's coordinates.
로보캅은 박사를 안전한 곳까지 호위하며 무사히 호텔 밖으로 나오는데 성공합니다.
It puts everything into perspective. What I think I'm trying to say is thank you.
My duty, madam.
현장에 도착한 루이스에게 박사의 호위를 맡긴 후 좌표가 가리키는 곳을 향해 가기로 합니다.
You will keep her safe.
Safe from what exactly? Who were those guys?
Mercenaries on Wendell's payroll.
The same ones that paid me a visit at the hospital? Wendell should be grateful. You keep reducing his overhead.
I am expecting a huge payoff.
I hear that.
Need some rubble?
No, but it might be covering something that I am looking for.
It will be like searching for a needle in a haystack unless you have some kind of X-ray vision.
노동자의 도움으로 수상한 컨테이너를 발견한 로보캅.
Any joy?
I need to see what is underneath.
Then you'll have to wait. There'll be a truck to move it in an hour or two. It's not like you can move the whole thing anyway. You're not a finicking train, are you?
I am much more than that.
Shit! You're like a freaking bulldozer. Is that what you were looking for? A manhole cover?
I need to get underground.
Well, not through there, you ain't. If the sewers are what you're after, then you should use the entrance behind the mark. Just under the overpass.
Thank you, citizen.
그들의 흔적을 따라 더러운 하수도를 조사하려는데 무전이 잘 안 터지는 것 같습니다.
It must be bad signal. I've taken Dr. Blanche to the safe house.
Lewis, you are breaking up.
Watch your step. This might get dangerous. Make sure to contact if back up. Stay safe.
싸늘하게 죽은 노동자들의 시체들을 보아하니 용병들이 이곳에 숨어 있는 게 확실합니다.
Can't seem to get hold of him.
Lewis, can you read me?
Loud and clear. Are you out of the sewers already?
No, I found a signal booster.
A signal booster underground?
숨어있던 용병들을 해치운 뒤 OCP 서버를 해킹한 로보캅은 이곳에서 용병들이 OCP 네트워크를 모두 조작하고 있었다는 것과
I am going to stop them. Lewis, I found the computer.
What did they need it for?
Retrieving and processing data from my evaluations.
Where was the data going?
OCP's mainframe computer. To access it, you need staff credentials, and they have been using Wendell's.
웬델이 OCP 소속이라는 것, 배우가 올드맨이라는 사실을 알게 됩니다.
That son of a bitch! I knew he was behind all this. Can you send us over that data?
I'm uploading it as we speak.
I'll make sure Reed sees it ASAP, so we can get you a warrant for the OCP headquarters.
I am heading to OCP headquarters now.
OCP 본사로 이동하는 로보캅.
Murphy, we've been analyzing the files that you sent us. And it turns out that the data from your evaluations have been used to prepare an afterlife presentation. And get this, it's taking place right now. To put a cherry on top, the old man is in attendance. Just find where the afterlife presentation is taking place, and you'll catch the old man red-handed.
That is how I prefer to catch criminals. A meeting regarding afterlife is taking place right now. I want to know where.
Let me check. Yes, that would be the executive conference room on the top floor. The elevators are behind me. But I'm looking at the guest list.
현행범으로 체포하기 위해 올드맨의 위치를 파악한 후 그가 있는 곳으로 향합니다.
Clearance. You won't be able to access the elevators, sir. Sir.
Let me get that door for you. I saw that whole scene. The way they treated you. Not on my watch. Going up? Beautiful, isn't it? This view gives me hope. Shows what Detroit is capable of when not hindered by the city's worst. You probably know that better than anyone else. You deal with filth more than any of us. These miserable people, crammed into those tiny apartments like cockroaches. I swear I need a shower whenever I go canvassing in old Detroit. But not for much longer. I'm heading to a meeting about the Delta City relocations. So that we finally get the poor, criminal elements
항상
out of our
의외의
great
장소에서
city.
만나는 존의 편협적인 의견에 동의할 생각은 초도
Looking the
없습니다.
city right up.
There is no one here.
회의실에 도착했지만 그는 어디에도 없었고 사후 프로젝트 영상만이 로보캅을 반깁니다.
Do not be amazed when a man grows rich, for when he dies, he takes nothing with him. Until now, Afterlife, OCP's answer to death itself. As a frontrunner in human-machine hybrids, OCP is focused on proving that death is no longer the end. With a number of successful prototypes, our team continues to work tirelessly to ensure Afterlife is more stable than any of our previous cybernetic achievements. We've come a long way since OCP's first cyborg.
This is how I see myself.
To now.
Hi, I'm Eve, and I've died, but that's not stopping me. With the newest development in cyborg research, OCP was able to give me another chance. And now I'm back to enjoying my life. Or should I say, afterlife. Because at OCP, the goal is no longer to live, but to thrive after death. And since our friends in the government are fighting for human rights for all people that were once pronounced dead, my life will return to what it was in no time.
Under my legislation, RoboCop and all future cyborgs will be granted human rights. They'll be able to live, vote, and run their businesses just like the rest of us. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
Afterlife. Eternity. Today.
그때 앞에 나타난 영상 속 모델 매그를 통해 OCP가 허황된 사실로 모두를 속이고 있다는 걸 알게
Sorry,
됩니다.
I'm not a robot. Just a commercial actress. I've been a face for a lot of stinkers, but good luck selling Afterlife. Technology that won't be available to us for the next 100 years or so, I've heard.
Where is everyone?
From what I understand, the old man canceled the meeting last minute. I don't know why no one tells me anything around here.
So he is behind all of it?
Who else would authorize funding of such a pretentious project?
So you are selling something that does not work?
That's advertising for you. At least with Afterlife, we won't get many complaints from the dissatisfied customers. 'Cause they'd be dead, you know?
What about all the money that went into research?
From what I hear, OCP gave it the college try. They spent a lot of money on some prototypes, but this time they ended up with nothing. That's how it often goes with these cutting-edge projects. I imagine there were quite a lot of unsuccessful RoboCops before you came along.
Where did they conduct the research for this project?
I don't know, but I don't think it's in this building. I've noticed that there are always big cooling trucks parked in front of OCP when they're showing off new tech.
Where is the old man?
Probably in his office, at the end of the hall. But I don't think barging in unannounced is such a good idea.
I disagree.
매그가 알려준 대로 사무실로 올라가 보니 올드맨이 아닌 베커가 자리를 차지하고 있습니다.
That's no way to talk to an acting CEO. You didn't come here to congratulate me? So, you haven't heard. It's been on every channel for the past hour. Watch some TV once in a while. Life's passing you by.
As the former CEO of Omni Consumer Products passed away earlier this morning, we at Channel 9 are deeply saddened by this horrific tragedy. Our condolences go out to the OCP family in these dark times. In other news, why do balloons make that popping sound?
올드맨이 죽었기에 자신의 입맛대로 일본 기업이 OCP를 인수할 예정이라는 것과 사후 프로젝트는 사라질 예정이라는 것을 알려주는 베커.
Afterlife.
Oh, you heard about that too. How desperate. Just die gracefully, you old fuck. But don't you worry about it. As an acting CEO, I'm putting a stop to all of OCP's unnecessary expenses. And that includes all of the old man's pet projects. So say bye-bye to Afterlife, and Delta City for that matter.
Someone needs to take responsibility.
Someone did. The demented old man behind all of this sick shit is dead. I'm shutting down Afterlife, so you should be happy. So there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. Well, maybe about collecting unemployment, since I'm firing the entire police force and replacing them all with my robots.
Those robots are unreliable.
Oh, that's adorable. Especially coming from you. But you'll get to see the improvements we've made firsthand. Since I need you to come to the ARMS Expo. Just don't be late. Now, you leave. Bitches, come! It's time to celebrate.
이미 CEO라는 자리에 취한 베커와는 말이 통하지 않습니다.
Robo! That expo thing is a black tie event. Then again, I guess that doesn't concern you.
The old man is dead.
Yeah, I just heard. So what do we do about Afterlife?
Becker is shutting it down.
Not the only thing he's shutting down. I just got a call from the precinct. Everyone's been fired. So what now? What about Wendell?
We wait for his move.
He'll be desperate. I bet he'll try to get as many supplies as he can before his money runs out. But where will he go to do that?
The Detroit Arms Expo.
Shit, that's right around the corner. I could go there.
No. Stay with Dr. Blanche. Becker wants me to attend the expo. This way, I can keep an eye on unwanted guests.
I hear you.
You're here? Good. Proceed to the main stage and stand on the podium. There's an old friend waiting for you there already.
무기 엑스포에 참여한 로보캅은 뭔가 익숙한 로봇의 옆에 섭니다.
We have to be on the lookout for Antonovsky.
Do you ever just stop? We won. So smile. Okay, don't smile. Creeping me out. It's showtime. Welcome, everyone, to the Detroit Arms Expo, where we
다소
will show
초라한
you the
엑스포가
newest,
진행되는데
hottest advancements in urban warfare. Thank you. Thank you. Now, please, before we proceed, let's take a moment to honor the man who made all of this possible. So join me in a minute of silence. Now, let's start the party. OCP has always been the pioneer pushing the limits of what's been possible in security technology. Those efforts gave us RoboCop and RoboCop 2. That's right. But much like our late CEO, RoboCop is the past. We need to look at the future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present OCP's newest achievement, the UEDs. urban enforcement droids. A reliable solution to crime with the push of a button. UEDs will be exclusively protecting the streets of Detroit, since the police left the citizens of our city to the mercy of the criminal element by going on a strike. But no need for alarm. UEDs are ready to patrol the city today. Today will be their first major test, the protection of the mayoral election rally. Now, let's open up the floor to the questions. I'm sure you're dying to hear more about my robots, yes?
I have a question for RoboCop. In view of the police strike, do you think these new robots are actually capable of protecting the city?
The police did not strike. We were fired.
The police left because they felt threatened by the UEDs. And rightfully so. My machines are superior in every way. A presentation is in order to show that those are not just empty words.
I have another question for RoboCop. It's about the candidates for mayoral elections.
Who cares? It can't even vote in the damn thing. It's just an OCP product.
There are a lot of people that value his opinion. Polls show that RoboCop's words and actions have influenced ratings for both candidates several times already. So, RoboCop, could you give us all a definite answer and put our minds at ease? Is Mills' promise to grant you and all future cyborgs human rights enough to earn your support? Knowing you'd possibly get your freedom back?
Freedom to do what exactly? Get back with his family? Start a business? Join a bowling team?
Or will you, contrary to your creator's interest, encourage people to vote for Mayor Kuzak, OCP's loudest adversary?
I support Mayor Kuzak.
Thank you for such a straight answer. I'm sure there are people who've waited to hear it.
Well, there you have it. Now we can get back to why we all gathered here. My robots. It's time to present what these bad boys are capable of, huh? I just need to find the remote. And where did I put it?
갑자기 UED가 오류를 일으켜 베커를 죽이려 하자 로보캅이 재빨리 저지합니다.
Huh? It's just a prototype. No need to worry.
More will come.
What the hell are you talking about?
What was that?
All of you need to leave.
리모컨을 잃어버렸다는 칠칠치 못한 베커 때문에 또 끝없는 UED를 상대하게 된 로보캅.
How many are there?
Oh. The one who has the remote has control. I lost the remote somewhere. Just keep shooting. Remember where I put that damn thing.
Stop resisting arrest. Did you remember?
No, damn it. But there's another way. We can't control them, but we can make them stop. Take me to the Expo Depot. The entrance is through Hall C. I'll open the gate. Just clear the space. The code doesn't work. Luckily, I'm the one who sold them this garbage, so I know what to do. Just destroy the fuse box, and the gate will open. Do it!
What is your plan?
I give the orders and you follow them. Maybe it'll work that way for once. Okay, since I open the gate, you clear the way to Hall C.
I remember differently.
Your memory is glitchy. Now to the gate. We'll reach the depot from Hall C. We must manage this mess. Those UEDs are my ticket straight to the CEO's chair.
This EMP device, how does it affect me?
Don't worry, nothing'll happen. To your brain, at least. And that's the part you cherish the most, anyway. You'll be fine. Pave the way to the depot and don't bother your head with that. We don't want your wiring to burn out.
Why is this device here?
It's my idea. First, we'll sell the robots. Then we'll sell a device that makes the
무쓸모 베커 때문에 성가신 ED209와도 싸우게 됩니다.
Such a big sacrifice to stop this mess? I'm willing to make it.
어렵사리 ED209를 박살낸 그의 앞에 웬델이 나타납니다.
I figured I'd meet you here, RoboCop.
Seems like you two have a lot to talk about. I don't want to be in your way.
Nonsense, Mr. Becker. Since I have you here, thank you for providing me with this little thing. I was looking for a loyal partner. I was hoping it would be RoboCop, but your droids will have to suffice.
No problem. And thank you for choosing OCP. Now that my work is done here, so I'm just gonna get...
RoboCop, now that the old man doesn't need you, I don't need you. Keeping you alive this long was a
쥐
mistake.
같은 베커는 그 자리에서 곧바로 도망쳤고 로보캅은 오류로 인해 상당히 괴로워합니다.
Sorry, I won't be staying to witness this. I need to start packing up the toys. Take care of him.
Alex. Murphy.
상상조차 하기 싫은 끔찍한 환청과 환각에 시달리는 로보캅.
Alex Murphy, we have to fix you. We have to erase you. We must erase you.
It's actually impressive how stubborn you are. At the same time,
오류로 완전히 넉다운된 그를 매달아 놓은 채 웬델은 친절하게 그동안 라이터를 통해 오류를 일으켰다는 걸 알려줍니다.
OCP implanted in your brain, the one that was supposed to help you, it served as my collateral. It made sure that you could never touch me. It's activated with this. Oh, but I'm sure you already put that together. The old man wanted me to use it sparingly, as long exposure would melt your brain. Oh, now that's a visual. But since the old man's gone, I can do whatever I want.
We packed everything, sir.
Splendid. Duty calls. But I'm leaving you with something to remember me by.
이제 쓸모가 없어진 라이터를 건넨 뒤 디트로이트 도시 전체를 집어삼키려 떠나는 웬델.
Exhilarating. Now it's time to take what's mine. The city of Detroit.
You're leaving us again?
Please.
시간이 얼마나 지났을까?
He's waking up. Oh no. What do we do?
Murphy, stay calm. He's in so much pain.
The chip. Remove it.
The evaluation chip? How do we do that?
I think I can help.
로보캅의
There's a
눈앞에는
button here
동료들이
that will shut him
있었지만
down.
오류 때문에 괴로워하는 바람에 그를 강제 종료시킵니다.
Why is this place so deserted? What's with all the noise?
It's Murphy. OCP sabotaged him. That's why Wendell was able to get the upper hand.
Why? RoboCop's their program.
They wanted RoboCop's data to use in the Afterlife project. And no wonder. RoboCop is the only successful cyborg that OCP has managed to produce. After they got what they needed, they just wanted him out of the way, without getting their hands dirty.
Those scumbags. What now?
We need to get that chip out.
It should be under the helmet. I saw someone take it off once. I think I can do it.
What about the chip?
It's here, but I don't think I can. Let me. I'm not squeamish.
이어 그의 뇌에 박힌 칩을 빼내는 동료들.
There you go, you little bastard.
Is this it? Should I turn him back on?
Do it. So, Murphy, how you doing?
I am doing well, officer. So many familiar faces. Are we celebrating?
다시 제정신을 차린 로보캅에게 현 상황을 공유하며 타개할 방법을 같이 모색하지만 당장 그들에게 주어진 시간이 많지 않습니다.
You've got some nerve coming in here.
With no police on the streets, every gang in the city is on the rampage. Detroit's on fire.
She's right. I've got a call that Windows goons hacked the election broadcast to send a message.
Citizens of Detroit, I'm sorry to inform you that help is not coming. You've been abandoned by the police, by your politicians, and by OCP. They all promised you a better life and tried to give you hope. And where did that lead you? Into the cesspool. I feel your frustration. I empathize with it. But let's not stop there. Let us do the only thing we can. Let's burn this filthy city to the ground. And from the ashes, let's rebuild something new. Something better.
This is bad. Can we do anything about it? I mean, we've all been fired.
Never stopped us before. But where do we start?
The new mayor is stranded downtown. That's as good a place as any.
All right, let's gear up. What do you say, Murphy?
I thought you would never ask.
Murphy, Lewis, Washington. Head downtown and help the mayor. I'll try to get as many officers to join you as I can.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Everyone else? There are phones that need answering and no staff to do it.
Sure. Why not?
Wait, does anyone even know who won the election?
Actually, no. But whoever did, they'll have a hell of a time cleaning up this mess.
불바다가 되어버린 도시를 구하기 위해 나선 로보캅과 동료들.
My God, look at this place.
Could things get any worse? I'd better be quiet.
The stage is at the riverfront.
We are almost there.
This Wendell guy thinks he can toss us aside. We'll show him who runs this town. I don't know what you're talking about. I just came to see the inauguration. You like to vote? Let's vote! All in favor of kicking this guy's ass? Aye. Aye! Nay? I thought you said all the cops were fired! They were!
Free, scumbags!
That's that damn OCP, isn't it? They want to ruin the city because their guy lost the election. But I won't let them do that. People voted for me, I owe them that. So, officer, tell me what's the situation.
Every gang in the city is out for payback. They're not happy that Wendell used them, and his TV appearance didn't help.
What about those damn robots, though? Can we use them to protect the city?
They're under Wendell's full control.
Murders and criminals. That's what OCP is. But there must be something we can do.
We must uphold the law, and we must catch Wendell Antonowski.
We need to find him first.
Luckily, Wendell likes to see himself on the big screen.
How does that help?
The message he broadcast. I can track its signal, but I'll need a little time.
We can buy you some time, rookie.
I don't want to interrupt, but some damned robots want to join your party.
We can't let them do that, partner.
그들은
Can
푸자크
we?
시장을 구한 후 수많은 로봇들을 해치우며 나아갑니다.
Murphy, I'll stay here with the mayor and watch out for the rookie while he tracks Wendell. You need to go out there and contain the situation. It's time to protect the innocent, Murphy.
I was made to do that.
Murphy, all hell broke loose. People are calling about crimes happening all over the city, but 3 stand out. Those should be your priority. Firstly, Torchhead set fire to one of the apartment buildings. There are people still stuck inside. You need to get them out. Secondly, street vultures are loading up a van full of explosives at their newly annexed chop shop. Seems they want to make a statement. Stop them before they do. Thirdly, the mercenaries Wendell hired got a hold of an ED-209 from that military expo. They let it loose, and it's wreaking havoc in front of the town hall.
I tried to pull her out. I really tried, but smoke and...
Is your mother inside?
Yes, can you?
There are police officers on the promenade. Go there. I will save your mother. Gail, where are you?
Is that you? I've been waiting. I've been waiting so long.
Mom, you're safe.
I told you to go to the promenade.
I have to protect my mom. I have to. I've already failed her once.
You are brave, Daniel, but courage is not pointlessly exposing yourself to danger. Now go to the promenade.
The promenade, sir. Of course. Can you walk, Mom?
Yes. Yes, I can. You're very strong, Daniel. Strong
불타는
and
건물에서
brave,
시민을
just like your
구하고
father.
So, did you learn anything about the Vulture's plans?
They want to blow up the bridge.
You need to stop them. Otherwise, where will I get my maple syrup?
I am heading there now. What is your status?
Don't worry about us. We're doing just fine.
Am I hearing gunshots?
You're too late, Woodsman. We'll make the bridge go boom any minute.
What's the situation?
Live explosives need deactivating.
Do you need bomb squad assistance?
What, me? No, I'm not doing that again.
I will manage.
스트리트 벌처가 설치한 폭탄도 해체하고
I don't see any fireworks on the horizon. Have you managed?
Yes.
Let's shove You mean you think you're so cool because you're doing all this fancy work? I didn't know all my tattoos myself! That's the piece of art you leave behind when we burn you in.
Please put down your weapon.
세력 괴물인 ED-209도 박살내며 무고한 시민들을 구출하는데 온 힘을 다하는 로보캅.
I know where Wendell was broadcasting from. Turns out that he was right under our nose in old Detroit, but there's nothing there except condemned buildings.
And the old man's former apartment.
Do you think that old bastard had something going on over there?
This is no coincidence. I am heading there now.
We'll escort the mayor to safety.
그때 웬델의 위치로 추정되는 곳을 향해 서둘러 이동합니다.
Did someone call for backup?
Good to see you all on watch again.
OCP cannot relieve us of our duties. We are not corporate rats.
Yeah! That's right!
What's the status?
I am going after Wendell.
Then we'll get the situation here under control. Don't you worry about it. Everyone, get ready. We must defend
든든한
our
동료들의
city.
지원 덕분에 로보캅은 웬델을 잡는데 집중하기로 합니다.
I am underground.
Did you find something?
The lab. It appears it was set up for the Afterlife project.
온갖 악행을 저질러 온 OCP의 민낯을 알게 된 후 그 악행의 근원인 웬델을 잡기 위해 혈안이 된 그와 동료들.
Careful. Could be a trap. Any news?
Wendell is not here. I am looking for anything that could help us find him.
What about the lab?
This is where the bodies were taken. OCP was running their Afterlife project here.
Becker said it would be a long time before OCP has the technology to make Afterlife a reality.
The old man made them prepare a functional prototype for this week. Their head scientist was not happy about it.
That could explain the quality of most of their products.
I think I know where Wendell went.
But there is a catch, am I right?
To proceed, I must find the code to a locked door.
That is police work at its most basic. Your favorite?
The scientists did not like working with Wendell.
What was Wendell's role in the project anyway?
He was coordinator, he hired scumbags, and then overworked the team.
In OCP, that position is called executive.
I found the door code. I am continuing pursuit.
We've escorted the mayor to safety, and now we're gonna join Reed and the rest. There won't be time for chit-chat after that.
RoboCop, I just connected you to the mercenaries' frequency. You'll be able to hear their messages from now on. That is, if you're close enough.
So Murphy, this day ain't over yet.
끝내 델타시티 건설 현장에 숨어든 웬델을 찾아내는데
Didn't even give
성공합니다.
me enough time to miss you. How'd you like my new empire? The most free society there is, where everyone is equal, as long as they have the money.
A city full of thieves, drug dealers, and murderers. Is this what you hoped for?
The old man's dead. There's no one stopping me from ending you.
There is also no one left to finance you. Becker shut down Afterlife.
Is that true?
I think we can get back to that at a later time. Now, where's my lighter? Oh, there it is. After the incident at the mall, I had a duplicate made. That's neither here nor there.
탈출구가
Goodbye,
없는 웬델이
RoboCop.
라이터로 오류를 일으키려 하지만 칩을 제거한 로보캅에겐 소용이 없습니다.
So, you finally took care of that, huh? We'll just have to do this the
수많은
old-fashioned way.
용병들을 방패로 세운 뒤 혼자서 뒷공문이 뺀 그의 뒤를 쫓아갑니다.
Get this over. Finish that persistent bastard.
It won't take long. In the meantime, make the transfer. There won't be a second reminder.
You believe this metal fuck? He is still standing!
It was to keep him busy, sir. We're preparing a full-blown attack behind the gate.
You should have taken my deal. You could have your old life back. But that is all you, stubborn like a mule.
Can you put him out of his misery? Like now?
Affirmative. We're doubling reinforcements.
RoboCop has entered the construction site. I repeat, RoboCop has entered the site. That wasn't part of the plan.
Minor drawback. Cobra assault cannon operatives are getting into position. There's no way past that force.
Cobra cannon? Now we're talking.
Yes, sir. The best money can buy.
RoboCop has reached the sniper's nest. I don't get it. It's like he's reading our every move. Has your broadcast been compromised?
No chance, sir. Our comms are secure.
What are you going to do about this situation?
We're sending our prime unit. Blitz troops should get rid of him once and for all.
I've heard that before. Make sure it turns out to be true.
끊임없이 닥쳐오는 모든 적들을 차분하게 해치우는 로보캅.
Is that so? Everyone stand down.
그의 화력을 도저히 감당할 수 없었던 용병들은 돈을 지불하지도 않은 맨델과 칼같이 손절합니다.
The money transfer didn't go through.
We will settle this.
Have your machines fight your battles for you. We don't work for free. No hard feelings, RoboCop, just business.
I have bigger fish to fry.
You ungrateful fucks! You closed the door on the most ambitious project in this goddamn city!
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
I still have an army that will fight no matter what.
리모컨을 쥐고 있는 그의 손을 과감하게 날려버리는 로보캅.
Now there is trouble.
This isn't over! Stay away! Stay the hell away!
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You will regret throwing this opportunity away! Useless fucking machines! Can't you see? OCP is lying to you! I was the only one who was frank with you from the start! You can't win this. Not while OCP still stands.
There is nowhere else to go, Wendell Antonowski.
That's not even my real name. OCP gave me that identity. They knew evoking your past affects you. Well, they wanted you emotional, to better manipulate you.
상당히 높은 층에 있기에 도망칠 곳이 없는 상황 속에서도 살기 위해 발악하는 맨델.
For what? For the city that wants to witness your downfall? Or for the company that keeps sabotaging you. Join me. Together we can hold OCP accountable.
Another empty promise.
You hunt criminals down. Oh, let's make a stand against the biggest criminal of them all. It's time for you to stop obeying OCP and start putting yourself first.
Locking you up is putting myself first.
Oh, that would be a mistake.
I am only human.
Then why don't you die like one?
로보캅은 그의 악행을 멈추기 위해 망설이지 않고 끝을 냅니다. 경찰서에 복귀한 로보캅은 동료들이 모두 무사한지 확인합니다.
What about the city?
Everyone pulled through. We've got it under control, I think. We just got here moments before you. People are exhausted and trying to catch a little sleep, but I'm sure they would prefer catching up with you.
I will keep that in mind.
And Murphy, good job.
So it's true. He's dead?
I am sorry that it did not happen in front of cameras.
That's all right. There's always another story. But tell me this. You killed the guy who started this all, exposed UEDs for what they are, and made sure they won't replace cops. You contained the riots and at least postponed the creation of Delta City.
What is your question?
After doing all that, why is no one celebrating?
That is not why we do this.
What a thankless job. Actually, maybe that's a story worth pursuing.
Would Channel 9 be interested?
Funny you should say that. I'm considering jumping ship. I realized that blindly chasing a story that would nail OCP made me hurt a lot of people who didn't deserve it. Mainly you. There's this local paper that does what I always said I wanted to do. They help people in the community and give them a voice. Oh, and it probably wasn't clear, but I tried to hide an I'm sorry somewhere in all this.
Noted.
I'm glad. See you out there, Robo.
You will.
You caught me sleeping at the desk. It's like I'm trying to convince you that I'm not cut out to be an officer.
We are all tired.
I talked to Reed and he said that someone from OCP already contacted him. Since the UEDs turned out to be a bust, they'll be reinstating everyone. Everyone that meets the criteria, of course. Since Becker no longer needs me, I think that's the end of my career.
Will that stop you from sending in another application?
What? No, never.
You can count on my recommendation, officer.
You do that for me? I don't know what to say. Thank you, RoboCop. It's been an honor.
It is safe out there again.
Oh, thank you. But I felt pretty safe ever since you left me with your partner, Officer Lewis. Feisty little thing, isn't she?
She makes me feel safe, too.
Usually I'm a little anxious about leaving my patients, but these past couple of days I've gotten to meet some of the people in your world. Despite your circumstances, you've made a good life for yourself, Alex Murphy. I'm confident in saying that I'm leaving you in good hands.
Thank you, Doctor.
You know, I've been selected to join the Committee on Integration of Cybernetic Organisms into Society. I think it's important for people to know what I've learned here with you. I'll pass my conclusions along, and I hope OCP will do right by you. At least this one time. Goodbye, Alex.
We got Wendell.
I'm glad that you're finally acknowledging us as a team. I couldn't have taken Wendell down without you. That guy brought a lot of suffering to this city. The phone calls I got from people begging for help made my stomach turn. It was overwhelming. At first, I didn't know what to do.
First time doing something selfless.
And last, I'm exhausted. I don't know how you do it. I had to help myself to a little pick-me-up that I found in the property room. You guys confiscate a lot of good stuff.
That is not something you should say to me.
Then I shall not say anything anymore. My medicine is starting to kick in anyway. Later, Tin Man.
You're back. So it's done.
It is.
Did Wendell do one of his kill him speeches after which he always leaves?
He did.
What a cheeseball. So, are you gonna stand around like that the whole day? Come on, sit down. A lot of things have changed since I wasn't around. For one, I've heard that there's another woman in your life.
Another woman?
Dr. Blanche? Seems that you two spent a lot of time talking together. I'm glad that there was someone you could lean on while I was away. You've been under a lot of pressure lately. It felt like every night at the hospital I was seeing your face on the news. People trying to dissect your every word, question who you are, your past, your future. I wanted to say how proud I am that despite having all those people look at you under a microscope, you remain so composed. I know I wouldn't handle it that well. So, how did you do that?
I had help.
Oh, that little thing?
It served as a reminder of who I am, who I have always been.
A great police officer?
Among other things.
I just want you to know that if you ever need to talk...
I know, Lewis. Thank you.
So, what's next for us, partner?
Our morning shift is about to start.
평화로운 일상이 되돌아온 줄 알았지만 아직 모든 게 끝나지 않은 듯합니다.
Moments ago, what was reported as an unidentified creature has entered the OCP headquarters and is creating havoc. Reports of numerous casualties are coming in. No one seems to know what caused the chaos. Most importantly, who is going to stop it?
I guess the shift's starting early. Ready, partner?
I was born ready.
What the hell? It's like a hurricane came through.
Stay alert.
At least we have chopper support.
No such luck. That's a TV helicopter.
They're here already? We have wounded. What happened here?
It was furious. It destroyed everything in its path.
엉망이 된 OCP 본사에 도착한 둘은 살아있는 목격자를 통해 괴물이 난동을 부리고 있다는 정보를 얻습니다.
I know exactly where that is.
We need to get up there.
No, get the injured out of the building. I will handle what is up there.
You sure?
Positive.
You heard him. Let's evacuate everyone. Hurry up!
Murphy, we're finding more and more wounded, and they're all giving me consistent descriptions. So unless everyone is getting it wrong, there's an old friend waiting for you upstairs. You can expect...
Trouble?
That's right.
Make sure there is no one left in the building.
Will do, partner. I see you. That thing just moved to the western corner of the executive floor. It's something.
What do you want from me?
사무실에 다다른 로보캅의 눈앞에는 괴물,
RoboCop, my
아니
number one guy.
올드맨이
There seems
베커의
to be a
목을 조르고
misunderstanding.
있습니다.
RoboCop, I wanted to leave you a message before I undergo this procedure. It has been a long and laborious process, but it has given me the opportunity to observe you closely.
The old man! That you? I didn't know! I didn't mean to!
잔인하게 베커를 죽인 그는 로보캅처럼 인간성을 유지하고 있다지만 로보캅과는 전혀 다른 느낌입니다.
And it is because they can look past your metal exterior and see that somehow you haven't lost your humanity. That puts my mind at ease. You made me realize that I do not have to fear what is about to happen. I can remain human, as you have. Selfless and devoted to something bigger than myself. Uncorruptible. And that is what I always strive to be, Goodrock Murphy. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for us.
You sold the city's future. That leaves one question.
예전에 상대했었던 숙적 케인과 똑같은 모습을 하고 있습니다.
Murphy, what the hell was that?
Just an old friend.
Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Copy that.
ED-209보다 심지어 로보캅보다 더 단단한 갑옷과 빠른 스피드와 강력한 공격력. 쉽사리 상대할 수 있는 존재가 아닙니다.
You will not win this.
한참을 다투던 중 같이 아래로 떨어지고 맙니다.
Where the hell are you? I've lost vision.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out.
Be careful. The building will not hold.
You need to get yourself out of there.
I'm in the middle of something. Going somewhere?
싸움이 너무 격렬했던 탓일까 건물이 무너지기 시작했고 서둘러 도망쳐야 하는 상황 속에서 로보캅은 포기하지 않고 올드맨을 막아섭니다.
Get out while you still can.
그때 건물의 파편들이 올드맨 위로 떨어졌고
Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to collapse. The building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
로보캅은 괴로워하는 그를 내버려 두고 밖으로 나옵니다.
him!
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god! Murphy!
No! 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 Wait! I see something!
거대했던 OCP 회사 건물은 통째를 알아보지 못할 정도로 무너져 내립니다.
It is me, Lewis. It has always been me.
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City.
결국
Japanese
OCP는
corporation
일본
Tanemitsu
기업이
has
인수했고
already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. The city's
쿠자크가
debt has reached
재선출되어
a new peak.
다시 시장직을
The elected
한다고
Mayor
합니다.
Kuzak, asked about his plans for reform, said he had other plans instead. OCP is the weakest it's ever been. We'll sue them even if we need a Japanese lawyer, he assures us. Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. An escaped
피클스는
python
약에
terrorizing the
취해
local
자기
neighborhood
스스로
has been
뱀 뱃속에
reunited
들어가
with its owners.
어처구니 없는
But
죽음을
that wasn't the
맞이했고
only thing that was returned. X-ray of the reptile's insides has shown the stolen watches together with the remains of the thief himself. Pickles, a local addict, was so intoxicated with nuke that the drug was absorbed by the python, which explains its bizarre behavior. Isn't that food for thought? Next up, Sunblock 5000 model nearly torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to the 209's instructions. The dispute over a parking space could have turned deadly if it wasn't for Dr. Olivia Blanche, a seasoned psychologist who managed to keep a cool head during the 209's intervention.
블랑시 박사는 인간과 기계 관계에 대한 연구를 이어가 책까지 내기도 합니다.
A defamed reporter funded by terrorists. After trying to illegally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP, Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld
기자
as
사만다는
Bertha.
지하 조직 저항군에
OCP denies.
들어가 해적 방송을 시도하기도 합니다.
We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on. A new world
베커의
record has
장례식은
been set in
초라하기
Detroit.
그지
A man
없습니다.
called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. Moving on. The owner of a local restaurant, Onion Baji, in cahoots with a ring of zoo thieves. The restaurant was proved to source the ingredients through crime.
율리시스 경관은 여러 사건들을 해결해 동료들에게 인정받아 진정한 경찰이 되었습니다.
One question still remains unanswered. What happens to RoboCop's human status? Mayor Kuzak distances himself from RoboCop and leaves no doubt that he will not be advocating for granting him human rights.
로보캅은 아직도 인권을 보장받지 못하고 있지만 시민들에게 사랑받는 존재가 된 듯합니다.
Who will protect us then?
It's RoboCop! Robo, I love you!
To many more years on the force, RoboCop. It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. We're ready to serve, said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What
그렇게
heroism.
오늘도 도시의 평화로운 일상을 지켜낸 로보캅의 이야기는 끝을 맺습니다.
That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
로보캅로그시티는 람보와 터미네이터 게임을 만든 태연에서 영화를 기반으로 개발한 1인칭 비디오 슈팅게임입니다. 이야기의 시점은 시간상으로 영화 시리즈 2편과 3편 사이의 이야기를 다루고 있습니다. 그렇기에 3편에서 순직했던 앤 루이스가 나오며 52회장 올드맨이 3편에서 나오지 않았던 이유에 대해서도 알 수 있습니다. 아무래도 1인칭으로 진행되다 보니 다소 멀미 증상을 일으키기도 하지만 영화를 본 사람 입장에서 신선한 스토리와 중간중간 서브 미션도 지루하지 않아 꽤 재밌게 즐겼던 게임이었습니다. 그에 비해 아쉬웠던 점은 최적화가 안 되어서 중간에 렉이나 오류가 발생해 진행하는데 다소 어려움이 있었습니다. 새해가 밝고 명절이 다가오는 오늘, 한편의 영화를 보는 듯한 이 게임은 어떠신가요? 여러분들께 추천해봅니다. 이상 게임을 읽어주는 문북이었습니다.